All right, it is Thursday, the 24th of April. I'm here in Champlain, New York. I got about an hour left on my 34-hour, my 10-hour break. And we're gonna pull down the George Foreman. Pull down the George Foreman grill here. And make some French bread pizzas. $3.75. I'm not really sure how long this is going to take. Usually if they're frozen, it takes like right about 21 to 22 minutes. So these aren't frozen. I had a little problem. I'm not sure what happened, but my freezer up here, the big freezer, one side stopped working when I turned the truck on yesterday at home, because I just left home yesterday. I turned it on to let it cool down, and the left side didn't do anything. I'm thinking maybe I need to make sure I unplug it or turn it off from the control panel that's on the side over here. I think it did something to the electronics and it kind of glitched out on me, because I used the battery cutoff switch, which was outside the truck, to cut all the power to the truck. That's usually what I do, and it shuts everything off. I don't know if it upset something in the cooler. It seems to be working all right. But anyway, I took what I had from my freezer and I had to put it in this little one down here. So these are, they're not frozen. So it's probably not going to take that long. And I think, let me check that temperature. Yeah, 375 for 20 to 22 minutes. So probably going to be only like 15, something like that. And I just put them in this little foil pack right here. Little foil plate I made up. This way I don't have to clean the Foreman out. Alright, we just gotta wait for it to stop the preheat. Alright, our oven just beeped, meaning it's warmed up. We're just gonna set these in here. Gonna turn the timer down to 15 minutes. We'll check them after about 10 or 12 minutes. Make sure we're not burning the hell out of them. Anyway, guys, it's kind of rainy out today. It was bright sunshine when I went to bed this morning, which was at, well, I started my break at 8:16. 8:16 this morning I got here to Champlain. We're about, whoa, lightning. Wowzers. It's 5:45, 6:45. So we're about an hour and 40 minutes from Waterberry right here. So we got 30 minutes. I guess I got about 35 minutes left on my break. Got to do a pre-trip and then we'll head out. And this is load number 1 of the week. And I'll have 4 more to do, I'm sure. What it looks like right now. Alright, our pizza is done. I just checked it. That was 15 minutes. All done. Let me get the garbage in the garbage bag. Oh yeah, looking good. I thought foil didn't stay hot. That foil did. Oh man, it might be easier just to put the plate underneath. Oh yeah, much better. Unplug it. There you go. We got a couple of really nice looking French bread pizzas. They're gonna taste good, but are they good for you? No. No, John, they're not good for you. Quit eating this crap. It's quick and easy though, that's the problem. Alright, so we're like I said, we're here in Champlain at the Maple Fields truck stop. And yeah, the rain has stopped now, pretty much. And we're gonna get heading out and headed for Waterberry here in 12 minutes. So I gotta hurry up and eat these. I see I got Prime here. Where's he gonna back up? You gonna go next to me, or is he going over there? And he's coming between me. There's a one spot between me and there's another truck over here to my left. He's aiming straight at me now. That pizza is good. He's really cutting his wheel, really sharp. He's coming from the same place I'm going to, or probably he's coming from St. Albans. I recognize the seal. So he's got a load of ice cream on. That's good pizza, guys. Good pizza. Yeah, it's a busy little truck stop here. They expanded it. They got more parking, and they added I haven't actually been in there, or what I meant to say, I haven't actually been into the new, they added to the building. I guess there's like a driver's lounge and showers or something. I ran in there earlier. I forgot to go check it out. But yeah, busy little truck stop. It's right here on the US-Canadian border here on 87. The Adirondack Northway, the top of the Northway. Anyway, we're going to finish up our food and get rolling. All right, so we got here to Waterberry. Getting our empty now. Gonna start heading back for the next one here shortly. Okay, we're gonna have to clean this one out. Yeah, so it's quite warm. 68 degrees here when we got here to Waterberry. Yeah, loving it, loving it. All right, so everything looks good on this trailer. We just got to clean it out now. We're gonna get our leaf blower and take care of business. Alright guys, today is Friday, April 25th, 6 o'clock at night, 62 degrees. I'm here in Fort Ann at the Fort Ann Superstop, and just getting ready to get my day started. And take a look at all this garbage here. People dumping garbage like crazy. Yeah, dumping their garbage out on other people's property. And then you wonder why these places close up. Luckily, this place has a really big local following. The food in here is really good. They got a little cafe type style grill, and they make really good food. I can attest to that because I just got me a cheeseburger club and crispy french fries. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, Friday night. We left home Wednesday night. Picked up, delivered Thursday, yesterday. Went back down, picked up another load, and now we're on our way back up to Waterberry. Anyway, yeah, it's supposed to start raining tonight and rain all the way through the weekend. So I just found out earlier that I'm going to deliver this load tonight. I'm going to deliver a load Saturday night. Then we go back down and pick a load, pick it up out of Fulton, take it home and deliver it Tuesday night. So I should be home Saturday during the day. I'm sorry, Sunday during the day. And then, yeah, so I'll have most of the day Sunday. Probably gonna have to sleep at least 4 or 5 hours of that. So I'll have Sunday evening, all day Monday, and then I'll probably leave Tuesday midday-ish, afternoonish. Something's gonna start. Oh, on that truck there. Sounds like he's got a tri-pack on that thing. I sure wish I had a tri-pack rather than this battery APU, but it works. It works. I like the tri-pack better. Anyway, I need to get going and head up to Waterberry. Alright guys, a little bit of deja vu. We're back here at the Fort Ann Superstop here in Fort Ann, New York. It's the next day, it's next afternoon or early evening, 6 o'clock at night. About the same temperature. It's around 60. It's been raining all morning. It was raining when we got here this morning, and it's cleared up now. It's probably supposed to rain again later. So anyway, we are heading up to Waterberry to deliver this trailer, and then we're going to go back down to Fulton, pick up the next load, and take it home. Yeah, so let's get going. I'll show you what I got to eat today here at the Fort Ann Superstop. Alright, so we went inside and I ordered some food. This way I can get going. I got stuff I can make, but that'll keep. That'll keep. So I got me a grilled cheese and fries. Simple but good. Simple but good. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm really having a hard time with the trying to do the low carb. I do good for a couple days and then I fall right back off the wagon. So gonna have to figure something out. I guess I got no willpower. Just gotta get the willpower, right, and just do it. So anyway, we're gonna get rolling. We're gonna eat this first, and then we're gonna get rolling and get our day going and get home. We'll probably be getting home like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. Today's Saturday. What is today? Saturday the 26th. Guys, we are up here in Waterberry, and we just got done taking care of the old drop and hook blues, as my good friend and fellow YouTuber would say, Grebig. Check out Grebig on YouTube. He's got a good what the heck does he call it, short haul trucking channel. Grebig, check him out. Excellent channel. Anyway, we're here at Waterberry, like I said. Our drop and hook is done, and we're gonna head to the ferry. Gonna take the ferry tonight so I save enough driving time so I can definitely make it home after I pick up the load. So that's about it. Been rainy, drizzly. It was a nice sun came out the first hour or two I started my day, but now it's overcast and it's drizzling right now. And actually it said there's going to be some mixed rain and snow at my house overnight tonight. So I don't think it's not gonna affect anything. It's not like it's gonna accumulate on the roads. I doubt it. Anyway, we're gonna head for the ferry and get on home. just picked up our loaded trailer here in Fulton at the plant. I already checked the pen and stuff because I moved up here closer to the office to get my paperwork. We still got to slide the tandems though. Let's see what we got going on back here. Anything? Let's see. Well, I know I pulled the brakes for sure. Okay, that's working. That's working. Alright, this one just has standard lights. Everything seems to be working on the back here. 987 is the seal number. Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, the wind is really howling here. And it's cold. Right now it's down around 40 degrees. And the wind is blowing pretty strong out of the northwest. I know I looked at the weather for my house earlier and I said maybe possibly some wet snow overnight, but I think they changed it. I looked at it again and now they're just saying rain. But it's going to be in the upper 30s. Yeah, we could get what I call thick raindrops. Now this is an older trailer, but it has a pretty new inspection sticker on it and everything looks good on it. Which is nice for a change. And actually some of these older trailers, they actually ride better than the new ones. They're built much better. Everything right, you know, all the newer stuff is just garbage pretty much. Cheap as they can build them, lightweight, they flex. They got too many lights on them on the new ones that can go out, you know. So we just gotta slide these tandems and then we can get our paperwork and be gone. We got enough driving time to make it home. We're gonna stop at the Pilot in Syracuse for fuel. I don't normally go in there, but I'll go in there in the middle of the night on a weekend. Right now it's like 3:45 in the morning, so should be pretty quiet. Locked in there. Let's go check the other side. And it's starting to rain a little harder. I want to get this camera out of the rain. Oh, okay, right here, sorry. Alright, that one's good. And that one's good, okay. Got our paperwork. Let's see, I think we're getting tight on time here. I got 3 hours and 27 minutes left on my drive time, and I got 4 hours and 1 minute left on my 14. So I gotta be able to make it home. So yeah, it takes about 3 hours to get home. So, and we got 4 hours. So we got like an extra hour. Out of that hour, we got to get fuel and make it home. Phew, it's raw out there. Man, what does it say the temperature is? It feels colder than 40. Probably just the wind and the rain. Oh no, 37 degrees. It says occasional snow ending around 5:45 a.m. So yeah, it's blowing in off the lake here. Cold enough to make some snow. Not cold enough for it to stick to anything, but Yeah, kind of raw out there. All right, we gotta move. All right, guys, we made it in here to the pilot. Just finishing up getting fuel. This place is jammed. It is packed. Yeah, the road is lined with trucks coming in here. And it looks like the parking lot area is really bad. I'm gonna pull up and do a U-turn and go back out through the fuel island. Because it looks like it'd be a hard time getting through. This place is always like this. I would never come here like during the day, especially on a weekday. Because it's just probably a zoo in here. Anyway, we're just about done getting our fuel. We're just finishing up with our death fluid. Yeah, and it's kind of raw outside, really cold. It's going to be, it's early Sunday morning now, the 27th of April, and on Tuesday it's supposed to be 77 degrees, so I'm looking forward to that, definitely. Gotta go get my receipt.
Right on Old 7 North Street, then take the first right.
I know. Turn left at the traffic light.
I-81 south.
here and get some hub oil because I found front wheel seal leaking. We're gonna have to go deliver this load and then get it fixed tomorrow. Got to. It's a wheel seal. Alright, so it's barely low. I caught it when it just started. So we're just gonna add a little bit of this. And see what happens. It was barely down. I mean, it should be just below the end of the spindle. I guess that's the end of the spindle, the end of the wheel end that sticks in there. When you open your little hubcap, you look in there, the oil should be just below that. And it was kind of just below that, so I added a little. But maybe later I'll show you the how I spotted the problem. But I noticed a little bit of oil on the inside of the tire when I did my pre-trip. And actually, I went to the TA and got fuel, and the one thing they're out of was hub oil, so figure. So I came over here to the little Betty Beaver truck stop, and they had some. Actually, and I think it was cheaper than what the TA would have charged me, which I think was it was $19.99 here. TA probably would have been closer to 30 bucks, I bet. Anyway. On our way to Waterberry.
Turn right on Riverside Drive, then take the ramp on the right.
Hopefully you don't die tomorrow, asshole.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on Route 38 North. Turn right at the traffic light. side of the street, turn left. Turn left at the traffic light. In 1/2 mile, turn right on Broadway. Turn right at the traffic light. Continue on Broadway.
Alright guys, we are here at Waterberry, dropping our trailer in the dock. What's going on here? Did not release, okay. Try that again. Okay. There we go. Yeah, sometimes that in-cab fifth wheel release don't work. And it's not my job to do it, but I usually get out and put the dolly jack stand underneath the trailer to help them out just a little bit. Come on, get under there. All right, good to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to check our front wheel seal, make sure it's not leaking worse now before we get going out of here. I got to nose run. Is cold out. 43 degrees out. A little chilly. Yeah, I guess it's not cold, it's just a little chilly. Alright, so right now the plan is we're going to head back down to the TA truck stop in Fultonville. I called Freightliner in Syracuse, and they said the soonest they could get me in was the 15th of May, which is over 2 weeks away. That's kind of ridiculous for a wheel seal. So I stopped when I got fuel tonight at the TA. I asked them if they could do a wheel seal, and they said no. But then he clarified what he meant was I can't get the seal. It was too late in the evening. You know, I forget what time it was, around 6 I think. Maybe later. No, I think it was around 6. But anyway, he said in the morning they could probably send somebody to get the seal and then they could do the job. So that's what I plan on doing. I sent in a work request on the TA truck stop app for service, which gets me, it's not an appointment, but it gets you put in line, as it were. So I may be the first person for tomorrow, I might not be. But I'll find out right away in the morning if they're able to get the seal and do the job. Then I'm going to have them balance the front tires. I believe it's the right front. I just got these steer tires, I don't even know. Back when my last inspection was due, so probably about a month ago now. And I'm getting a lot of shake, and I believe it feels like it's coming out of the right front, but I want them to pull that off and probably have them dismount the tire and rotate it or something and put it back on and balance it. And if you're wondering why I drive so slow over to where the trailers are, where my empty is, that's because if I hit 5 miles an hour, it'll put me back on driving. So I'm doing what you call a yard move right now, except for some reason Landstar has not activated the yard move on our logs. So the only way you can stay, I'm on duty, obviously, but I'm not really driving. I'm doing a yard move. So that keeps it from going on driving. So it's 4 miles an hour is all you can drive. Once you get 5, it'll put you on driving, which we won't want to do because any time spent not driving, that would include on-duty time and off time. If you get 30 minutes of it, it resets your 8-hour clock so that you don't need a 30-minute break. So that's the reason behind that. The fifth wheel, it was looking a little dry. Looks a lot better now, and we'll get hooked up to our trailer. We'll go on there and check the yep, that looks good. And let's take a look at that front wheel, see where we stand with that. There's nothing wet, and I kind of cocked the wheel so that I could look behind it, but I can't see back there. And that level has not moved. It's just below the end of the spindle there, just below. I don't know if it's hardly even leaking. I'm gonna have to double check this when I get stopped. Make sure it's not something else going on. I don't know what else it would be though. Alright, let's get this back in here. Come on now. There we go. You know what? I should probably open the hood now and take a look. I can't see behind there. But it doesn't look like it is leaking. These hood latches are such a pain. Okay. See, this side's good. Let's take a look at the other side, and I'll show you how I spotted it. Because if I would have opened the cap, I really wouldn't have noticed anything, because there's not much out of there. Yeah. You could see it. See it down the side of the tires? Yeah, that's definitely leaking. Definitely leaking. And it's got to be hub oil. It's not a lot. It looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to get that fixed. And you could see on the inside of the fender well, see the spotting? All the way up in there, all that spotting. And then it should be on the right up here too. Yeah. So it is still leaking for sure, because it wasn't that bad earlier. There was hardly any. So we just checked it. It's full. We're going to run it back down to the GA and get in the shop in the morning. Hopefully they can get us going. Luckily, just by chance, there is no load for tomorrow night. I was thinking I was going to be lazy. Well, I could still be lazy, I guess. But, yeah, so go back down to the TA. We'll check in the morning when they open and see what happens. If they can't do it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to find somewhere. Oh man, I hate when they're all the way over there. So I can't fit in here. I'm too big to fit in between that fender. Okay. Plus I get all dirty because I rub up against that quarter fender. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so it's kind of cool up here. Right now it's about 11:30 at night. That time of year, you know, when the weather goes on a wild ride, up and down, up and down. Get in there. Okay. Oh boy. Well, looks all right. Well, at least this is dry tonight. It's not muddy. Backed up over the end of the parking lot again. Brake lights. Turn signals. Is those brake lights up top? I don't remember. No. Regular marker lights up there. And the trailer is fairly clean. We'll leave it. We'll clean it before we drop it. I always like looking underneath straight from the back. Sometimes you pick up stuff you can't see when you're looking from the sides. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, that wheel seal is that's pretty crappy. The truck's only got 280,000 miles on it. It really shouldn't be leaking. Those seals should be definitely rated for more miles than that. And of course, it's like anything else nowadays. It's all shit. Sorry about that. But it's true. The quality of much of everything is definitely decreased. Definitely decreased. All right. And we're ready to go. Yippee-o-ki-yay. Man, it is really feeling chilly tonight. And you know, it's just a few weeks ago this would be a warm night. Let's see what the Weather Channel weather app says. Oh, it says it's 38. A little colder than I thought. My truck said 43 or whatever. Of course, it's got a warm engine right near it. Yeah, 38, and we got a frost advisory tonight. So anyway, we're going to get rolling. We'll find out what happens at the TA tomorrow. Yeah, so we just got out of the shop. It is, oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. It's a few minutes before 9 o'clock here on Thursday evening, May 1st. So, yeah, I got here at 4 o'clock this morning. Well, a little bit before 4 o'clock, and parked, went in, got a couple hours sleep, went in and checked in with them right at 8 o'clock when they open. They said they probably wouldn't be able to get me in till 5 o'clock tonight because there was no mechanic here today, apparently. I guess the mechanic worked overnight or something, I don't know. Whatever happened. And so I came back out to the truck. I was out here a couple hours, kind of waiting, trying to sleep, not really sleeping, and then all of a sudden it hit me. Oh, you got to make sure they got the seal. Because the guy last night had told me they don't have the seal and they'd have to order it. And come to find out, they're not allowed to order parts right now because they are switching over to a new owner. So they got like a 1 week hold on parts. They're going to switch to a new. It's still going to be TA, but it's going to be a franchise, I guess. Some company that owns like 35 TAs. I don't know the full story, but right now they're on a ordering freeze, so they couldn't even order parts out. They have to use whatever they got in stock. So there's a car going down the road with no lights on. Wow. Anyway, so the manager, the service manager called Freightliner with my VIN number, got the part number, and cross-referenced it to a different type of seal or a different brand of seal, and they had one. They had one in stock. So I lucked out on that. They actually called me into the bay about 4 o'clock, and now it's almost 9. He got the seal done, and it was leaking, as you saw in the video, but it had just started, so it wasn't like saturated. They suggested I put new brake pads on the front, but then they didn't have any, so the pads that were on there had a little bit of oil on them. He cleaned them up the best he could. That's all we could do for now. So they should be all right. They should be all right. guys, so we're leaving the TA now. Heading for Fultonville. We're at Fultonville. We're heading to Fulton. So, we're going to get over there and pick up our trailer. I'm going to try to get back into Vermont. We'll see how it goes. And I think it's going to start raining soon. Looks like it. Been getting a few little sprinkles here. Weather app says rain starting here in 15 minutes, so. All right. Well, we got to remember when we get over to Fulton to pick up our trailer, we got to remember to check the oil in that wheel. It may, you know, settle a bit. Not settle, it'll get into, it may go down a little. So you're supposed to check it after the first 100 miles or so. Alright, so hooked up to my loaded trailer here in Fulton. It's 12:30 at night. I don't know, 60 something degrees. It ain't bad out. I already checked the kingpin and all that. Just got done sliding these tandems around. All right. Oh, they all locked in. The handle even locked itself in. Holy mackerel. Looks like it's got some lighting issues. Not sure if that top right one is supposed to be a turn signal. Yeah, it's turn signaling. turn signaling. The only thing, I guess everything works except for this brake light right here, the right one. Looks like it's only working. It's more than 50%. It's only 3 of the little bulbs burnt out. And there's 9, so I guess it's 50%. I guess that counts as being good. At least that's what I think what it's supposed to be, at least. I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth. Okay, that tire's low. Okay, we're gonna have to rely on the air system again. Hopefully it doesn't let us down this time. What's going on with my flashlight? There we go. Okay. Well, I guess it's all good. That's out. Okay. So we got a brake light that's half burned out, and up on the top corner up here, they got a light on the side, a light on the front. These ones are okay. On the other side, one of the turn signals is not working. And this is what I mean by extra lights. The only thing you need up there is one light on the corner. That's what they should have. A lot less to go wrong. Okay, we're gonna do a pump down right now and then get our paperwork and leave. So we'll be on our way to Vermont. All our paperwork done. Back in the truck. I have I put this in at Fultonville. It's turkey, potatoes, and dressing with gravy. It's a Marie Callender meal, but that's not going to be ready for a couple hours yet. So I did have. Let's see. I had another one of these muffins with the sausage, egg, and cheese. I think we're gonna make that and eat it real quick before we get out of here. I'm feeling kind of hungry. Sausage and egg. Let's try to get the cheese off of here without ripping it up. You don't need to heat that stuff as much. So we'll heat that up. Probably a minute and a half. Oh, that's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. Let's put the cheese between. Oh, that's hot. And that's the bottom. Bang. Now we'll just put it back in the mic for a little bit. To soften up that muffin. I guess we'll just let it go all the way to the end of the timer there. I don't know, guys, this routine is getting tedious. But I don't know of anything better right now, even though it doesn't pay very much anymore like it used to. This used to be a gravy run. Not anymore. They cut the rate so bad. No, I guess it was either that or lose it. It's steady. It's steady. Just kind of treading water with it though. Not really making a lot. I'm able to pay for the truck and pay my bills, but I'm not making any headway on saving money for my retirement, which is only a few years away, really. I've had to dip into my savings a couple of times. I don't want to keep doing that. So I don't know what the answer is. Hopefully something will change. Hopefully, you know, all politics aside, it took a long time for us to get into this predicament with the economy being crap and just, I don't know, it was a combination, COVID and politics and all kinds of stuff, bad policies, and all I know is it's going to take a long time to get out of it. Hopefully we will. We shall see, right? All right. We're going to eat our muffin here after it cooled off here a minute, and then we're out of here. Heading for Fultonville, back to where we were today, get fuel, and then continue on to Vermont.
Turn right at the traffic light. Continue on Colby Street.
Okay, we are here at Maple Fields in Fairhaven, Vermont. Gonna take our 10-hour break here. It is 6:19 a.m. 50 degrees out and drizzly. All right, good afternoon, guys. It is now Friday afternoon, about 4:30. My 10-hour break's just about up. And we're gonna open the hood here for our pre-trip, and we're gonna check that wheel seal. All right, first we'll check level's good. Why does it take two hands? There we go. Let's take a look at the inside of the wheel. Yeah. Don't see anything. It's dry, nothing leaking. Good deal. All right, everything else looks good. Looking good. Start this truck because it's getting warm in here. Whew. Showing 81 degrees. I don't know. It might be the real temperature. Kind of feels like that. Anyway, yeah, so I went inside here to the Maple Fields, and I got a meatball hero. Not a meatball hero, a meatball sandwich. Let's see what this looks like. Wow. Looks like one big meatball with a little bit of sauce and cheese on it. Huh. I've never seen these here before. That's good. Alright guys, we're gonna eat our food and then we're gonna hit the road, get on up to Waterberry. I'm hoping I can get up, deliver, I'm gonna take the ferry tonight and be able to make it over to Price Chopper in Malone before they close. I don't need too much now because I'll be going home after 2 days. So I kind of need to go to Walmart because I need more like supplies for the truck. So that's all right. It can wait. I can get by on what I got. So anyway, we're gonna get rolling, and hopefully the rest of this day goes good. drop here at Waterberry. And just picking up our empty here. Quite pleasant out. 75 degrees right now. Feeling great. Feels like spring now. Really does, which is nice. I'm taking it. Alright. Alright, Kingpin is definitely locked behind the locking jaws. Make sure the handle's all the way in. It is. So that looks good. Yeah, we're going to take the ferry tonight. Get back, save us a little bit of driving time so we can stay on a pretty good schedule. This was load number 3. Got 2 more to bring up here and then go home. So trying to keep the schedule like usual. So roughly around the same, so maybe I can be home by 12 or 1 a.m. on early Monday morning. Right now it's Friday evening, May 2nd, right? I think it's May 2nd. Yeah, a lot of traffic tonight. A lot of people out and about. The weather's getting nice. Okay, definitely got to clean this trailer out. Looking pretty dirty. Oh, the sun is going down. That means the skeeters are going to come out soon. I'm sure after these few warm days, they're going to be out with vengeance. Looking to have a feast. Vampires. All right. We're going to get our leaf blower and get this cleaned out and get rolling for the ferry. Hello, I think I got enough on that, I'm not sure. Okay, next time I'll have to fill it.
Yeah, 29 something.
Okay, alright.
You can go to 4.
4, thanks. Nice out, huh?
Very nice.
In 4.5 miles, take the ramp on the right toward airport.
Alright, we stopped here at Price Chopper in Malone. I gotta grab, I don't know what yet. I gotta look for something to eat for the next 2 days until I can get home and go to Walmart. Well, we'll see. See what we get. Well, I bought a bunch of crap I shouldn't be eating. But when they got Freihoffer's chocolate chip cookies, buy one, get two free, I mean, how can you not get that? Probably called willpower not to do that, right? Yeah, so I got some cookies, I got some taco chips, some salsa, milk, a couple of frozen dinners. Meatloaf is one, and the other one is lasagna. That's what I forgot to get. Extra mozzarella cheese. That's all right, I don't need it. I've already got the cookies, so Anyway, still nice out. It's beautiful outside. Crazy nice. Alright. Yeah, I got some brats. I got some shredded cheese. That's about it, I guess. Milk. I didn't get a big. I got this here. It's a, what is this? A quart? I don't even know. 1 quart. I got 1 quart of whole milk. I figure if I'm gonna drink milk, I'm gonna drink whole milk. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get rolling again and head down to pick up our trailer. Probably get back up to, maybe get back to where we started from today in Fairhaven. If not, we'll probably be in Fort Ann at the Super Stop. We'll have to wait and see. But I got some grub in the truck now, so I don't have to worry about, no matter where I stop, I got something to eat now. I didn't have much left.
Turn right on Finney Boulevard, then take the 3rd right. Turn right at the traffic light. Continue on Franklin Street.
Kidding me, right? Okay, picking up load number 4. We already checked the pin. We've already slid the tandems. Let's see. And the pins are out. Yeah, it looks like the ABS is unconnected. Crazy, crazy people. Yeah, I guess it could have been from when it was slid. I'm always trying to be optimistic about what people would do, you know? Okay, there's only brake lights down the bottom, but there's turn signals up top. Kind of unusual. 031. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see what happens if we plug this ABS back in. Yeah, somebody unplugged it. Probably ABS lights on. Okay, it's plugged back in now. I mean, that's an obvious thing. That's so obvious if the DOT stops you and they see that unplugged. That doesn't really come out on its own. I guess it could. It's got a little latch on it, but I don't know. I guess it could pull out if enough pressure was put on it. Okay, I'm wondering, gotta throw some stuff away out of there from the trailer that I swept out. Wonder if that ABS, yeah, ABS light comes on with the brake lights. That's why it's unplugged. Okay, this will be a candidate for out of service when we get back. Actually, this one's going home with me. Yeah, the fourth trailer will go home with me because I'll deliver tomorrow night, and this will be the empty. Though there is another empty up there, I could probably take that one. Anyway, I got to get some garbage together, throw it away in the dumpster, get our paperwork, and get moving here. Alright, it's handy to have a dumpster right here. Get rid of the garbage. So it's early Saturday morning, May 3rd. That's about, I think it's around 2:30 now. 2:30 a.m. 55 degrees here. Pretty nice, no wind or anything. Feels good. All right, Houston, we got a problem. Looks like somebody mixed up some of the numbers. So I'm gonna go back to the truck here. I gotta call up the Waterberry and see which order they need next. I'm sure hoping I don't have to swap trailers. Gosh darn it. What a pain in the ass. People can't get stuff right. Alright, well, I don't get stuff right all the time either, but hopefully it doesn't affect anybody else. Yeah, that trailer right there is the other trailer with the numbers that are mixed up. Let's see what happens. Well, at least this trailer is already pre-tripped for tomorrow night if I gotta drop it. Alright, so I called up to the plant, and I ended up having to drop that trailer and getting this other one. This order comes first, that's on this trailer. Somebody mixed up the numbers or something. So I'm gonna go by the PO number that they need up there next, which is on this trailer. So hopefully that information is correct. I hope so. Whew. I'm aggravated, very aggravated. Probably too that I had trouble with my fifth wheel. Wasn't hooking. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but everything seems fine. I took my crowbar and made it lock itself in, and then I opened and closed it a few times, sprayed it with some diesel fuel, up in there. Maybe it was getting a little sticky. Oh yeah, this is a pretty new trailer. License plate light doesn't work. Hi. Yeah. How many miles this trailer got on it? 66,000. I think we had this before. And I think I mentioned the same thing, didn't I? And I didn't bring this trailer back. Alright, well, it's going to have to go home with me. Maybe I can figure out the license plate light. 22. 22. Alright, well. Yeah, now I'm aggravated. I've been here too long. Always something, guys. Always something. Always something. Always something with the drop and hook blues. I don't know. We'll see where we make it to now. We're not making it back to Vermont, that's for sure. Made it over here to Fultonville. That's where we're going to stay for the day. Take our 10-hour break. Making one of my concoctions here. I've got some of these rice cups, the minute rice cups. And I got some leftover hamburger meat. Yeah, so we're having the hamburger meat in rice. I'm going to put some of this Tostitos salsa in it. And some cheese. Of course, you got to have cheese. What do I eat that does not have cheese in it? I don't know, can't think of anything. Alright. I'll put that hamburger meat right in there and double plate it. Mix it. Then I might have to put this back in to melt the cheese. Kind of forgot about that. That's alright. Put a little bit of cheese on top. Mix it in. That'll be alright. Take a little of our salsa. Put a little of that in. This is one of my concoction meals. Let's call it Spanish rice with hamburger meat. There you go. That's what I'm going to eat. Alright guys. We're going to relax now and go to bed and whatnot. And you know what? I think we're going to call the video here. It's probably getting really long. Let me know. I've done a lot of video on this particular story, whatever you want to call it, on a 360 camera. So that's a 360-degree camera. It films everything around it, and then you have to reframe it. So you do the frames that you want to show on your video. Takes a little extra work, but it's also just one camera. So I'm trying to see, what I'm actually trying to do is see if I can just use this camera and for everything. The only problem with it is it doesn't really zoom in on stuff, which I like to do. If you've been watching my videos, you probably noticed that. But anyway, we'll see. Just trying something new. Let me know how you like it. Anyway, appreciate you riding along all the way to the end here. And everybody, take care. Be safe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.